This program is called Zipform. It's all of our legal documents that we'll need to create buyer and seller transactions. Once you log in, we'll see all of my current transactions. Hit the Not Now button. The new program version isn't working very well yet. So here you see all of our active transactions right now. We're going to do a new transaction just as an example. I'm going to say we're working with the Smiths on a purchase transaction, and it's a single family home. We're going to apply a template below. You'll see I have several versions of templates already in here, which will automatically pull up the forms that we need for that file. What I want you to do is fill in as much information as you can about the buyer. So we have Mary Smith, and she lives at 123 Main Street in Madison. And her husband, John Smith. And now you'll be able to drop down the address in all of these fields. We're going to, I've already entered my information as the selling broker. We can fill in the listing broker if we know it. But more importantly, let's go to the property address. And let's say we're buying at 333 Maple Street in Madison. And that's enough information for now. If you have more, go ahead and fill it in because it will autofill on all the rest of the documents. So now we have the cover sheet filled out, and we can start to go through the rest of the transaction documents. What you can do for now is just double check that the names are in. You can insert the dates just by double clicking. Anything else that you can fill in that you know, that'll make it easier for me to fill out when I'm with the actual client. This particular document does not autofill, so you have to actually type in the client's name. Not sure why that is, but you can insert the date by double clicking. Again, all of the data will fill in. I've pre-checked some of these boxes. You could just leave them like they are. I'll change them if I need to. This consent for electronic documents, you'll need to type in their email address, both of them. And then the actual offer to purchase, as much as you can using the MLS sheet from the property that we're buying. Oops, I forgot to strike that I'm an agent of the buyer. I'll change that on the template. I will fill in the price and all of that stuff when I'm sitting with the person. Here we can fill in my email address as recipient for the buyer, and the other agent's email address as the recipient for the seller. I'll actually put these on the template for you, and then we won't have to do them each time. We don't do any of these. I'll change that on the template as well. The rest of this I'll have to fill in for the transaction details, but just make sure that everything you can fill in is filled in, the client names and my name and things like that. So this is a 9-page document. Page 9 has the sign lines on it. Okay. After you've filled out the forms as best you can, we can save this transaction, and then I'll go back in with the client and fill out the rest.